Morning. Streamer late? I would have been much later. Okay, so we gotta decide on something. If you have a really keen eye, which I'm not sure you do. That's a decent volume. If you have a really keen eye, you might realize that I have a lot of redness coming from this direction. I bought a light. It's like a nice light, except I'm kind of a boomer and thought that I would be able to control its settings through the light itself. You gotta like connect it to a control panel on your computer, and long story short, I gotta do it through my laptop. It would take me a while. So
Nice meat nuts.
We can either
quite often actually.
not have the light or have a little
How
bit
did you
of
get famous when I left?
red
It
light.
was just a few weeks.
So we each have this, which is normal, and then this, which oh my god, it's so much brighter. Fucking chill. Which I can't control because I'm stupid and haven't configured it yet. Probably gonna go no light because it's awkward. Hey Astix. Thanks for the resub, Spidey. People like my videos. That's my answer to that. Not home, we are peeling eggs today. If you haven't been to an egg peeling stream, I have been trying to speedrun peeling raw eggs. And today is an egg day. Kelsey's upset. Hi Kelsey. Guys, Kelsey is the only person, like a number of people have said they want to start egg peeling alongside me. Kelsey's the only person to actually have finished one. Kelsey finished an egg. It looked pretty rough, not gonna lie, but it was done. Alright. Eggs in there. What's up, everybody? Good morning. I'm too broke to get a cuticle pusher Pepe hands. They're not that expensive. Where's mine? Where did I just put that? It was like $8, I think. Yeah, this guy, very important tool for egg peeling. Anyway, new lighting. Yeah, but it's unconfigured because I don't know how. I'm actually gonna move the alert box. You can go right there, I think.
Both said it was the most delicious urine I've ever tasted in my life.
So it doesn't block me.
Hello, Mr. Spiff.
Gabbard, thank you for the 2 months.
It was the most delicious urine I've ever
You
tasted
can't see
in
the
my
cat,
life.
no.
3 months pog.
So my personal best is 1 hour 26 minutes. My goal is under an hour. It's really hard, but yeah, we're doing that. And I have to move my camera to face the table. So now you only get small spig. Okay, not quite. Also, the stain on like my container thing, yeah, it looks about good. That's coffee, so don't worry about it. I'll be aiming for sub 3 hours. It took you 3 hours on that, Kelsey? The patience, dude. That's actually unreal. Hey, Radioactive. Welcome, everybody. Who's here for the first stream? You're here for a good one. Make an egg emote? True, we do need an egg emote. Holy shit.
I was banned from a rec room server thing.
Thanks for the tier 1 Star Shock.
Twitch keeps pestering me that I've been subbed for 2 months, so I'm trying to appease it.
Appease the Twitch.
Both said it was the
Thanks
most
for the
delicious
resub.
urine I've ever tasted in my
Dionysian
life.
Cryptid. And Perfire, thank you for the resub for 3 months. Thank you, everybody. Oh my gosh, it's egg time. Okay, it's egg time. It's egg time. We gotta get in this. I need to grab my knife. Let's see my floor.
It took me 5.5 hours to peel an egg.
Holy shit. Who said that? Oh, it was Kelsey. Dude, that's insane, Kelsey.
Why does it work?
Like,
Because
that's a feat in its own because of the
Lucky, that's
patience that you'd need for that. Yeah, boiling is cheating. Boiling equal cheating. It's fair for a start, but my egg PB. You know what? We should make this. I'm gonna make my splits a bit bigger. My egg PB is on screen. It's the done part of the split, so 1 hour 26 minutes 12 seconds. Yeah, this is raw egg peeling. Yeah. My left testicle feels smaller than the right. That's fairly
Make sure
common.
the egg doesn't have kids. That wouldn't be nice. Have fun and stay
No,
hydrated.
yeah, these are very non-kid eggs. I feel like most people. Yeah, never mind. I'm not gonna get into it. All right, let's do it. The frozen egg is actually not a square because when we thawed it out to like make it more of a square, the other flat parts kind of curved out. I don't know how we'll be able to do it. Anyway, we're gonna start at the top. That's gonna be the play.
Post on it was the most delicious urine I've ever tasted in my life.
So average peel speed.
Peel an
On
Easter
screen.
egg for Easter.
This can't we just call this an Easter egg? Also, thanks for the resub, Avalau. Alright. I would say I'm like proficient enough at this. Like I think we're gonna start seeing a lot more mistakes from me. Cause like it's not about can I peel an egg anymore? It's about doing it quickly. So if you guys want to be betting today, whatever, expect more mistakes than last stream. Like that. It's already dead. Oh shit, we gotta go slower than that. I'm putting a cap on like probably probably like 6 or 7 eggs. Because past that I can't eat that many, right? So
I think you deserve a reward.
running it back! Bebop! Holy shit!
Oh, Vanessa.
Thanks for gifting 10 subs, you mad man! I won't let the believers down. The bet wasn't even done. You guys don't count there. Already dead, get wrecked. I know, but we're going fast. We gotta go fast. Watching your VODs, but I haven't been able to catch a stream? Welcome, Indy. Okay. Second time faux show. Do you want to name it this time? What do you want to name it? Hey, Rainfell. Hey, Toasty. Bot just pinged. 8 minutes late, not bad. It's a lot of subs. It's a lot of subs. That is a lot of subs. Yeah, if you gotta give subs from Bebop. Top gifter of the channel. Very, very generous. Let's get the egg hype, boys. Alright, I'm gonna name it Steve. We're going with Steve. World record is hard to confirm because most people who've done it didn't time themselves, which I think is really dumb. But we're just saying an hour because I don't know. That's a good time. If I can get an under an hour, like I might do some research and see if I can call it world record, but I really don't know. Like, to my knowledge, only me and Ludwig timed ourselves. And Ludwig didn't do so hot. I think Ludwig, like, it took him like 3 hours, and he had a dead egg. Oh hey guys, I went to a zoo this weekend.
Post on it was the most delicious urine I've ever tasted in my life.
And I saw a fucking hippo. I love hippos. If you're in the stream, I think like January, I used to go on tangents
Good luck, smiley face.
giving out hippo facts. I fucking love hippos. You guys want to like read hippo stories if we get bored? There's some wild hippo attack stories out there. One guy, there's a tour guide that was swallowed whole by a hippo and he got out. Fucking insane. Also, hippos are vegetarian. So, like, their attacks are so nutty because they don't even eat them. They just fucking kill. Somebody said they've seen a hippo in the wild. That it must be terrifying. I would be terrified.
I got my Spiff bot hoodie today. It's so cool, thank you and
Oh
good
shit,
luck.
no way. What, you got yours before me? What the fuck? I'm not releasing any merch stuff to YouTube until I get it, so I can like show it off. And I haven't even gotten it yet. You got it. You got it before me. What's up, Witchy White Lily? Sorry guys, especially for these early bits, I'm gonna be missing a lot of chat. I'm normally able to read most of chat, but not for eggs, man. Especially not starting at the top. I gotta be focused as balls. Missing chat, SMH, worst streamer. I know, sorry guys. Today I'll only read Dan's messages. Fuck, oh my god. God, David! We're continuing. I don't even care. We're continuing. If anything, I need to at least get some good practice in. He needs to sell the ball merch? Yeah, we made a pretty disgusting bash. This is the most dedication I've seen to peeling an egg. I've like, what is this, like stream 5 of me egg peeling? I think it took me 3 streams to even finish one. Now we finished like 3, I think. Yeah, this, I don't know, man. I don't think I'll start right at the tippy top for egg 3. Look at the hole! Spiff, you can do it? I can. But I'm feeling very impatient today, which is either gonna mean good peels or big mistakes starting off. I think like right about here we can start and then make our way up. How do I get out of endos? Didn't you ask me that last time, like 5 days ago? I know it's a dead egg. Drink it with a straw. How's my David? Pretty good. I went out and I bought eggs. And then came home. You know what? I'm just gonna take this egg to get like a practice hole right about here, because that's where I'm gonna do it next egg. Oh, dude, I can see it cracking because of the other hole. I think it's only a matter of time before, like, I go shopping and see somebody from chat. Because while I haven't said what city I live in, other people have been like, wow, you live in Saskatchewan? I live here. And it's been where I live. So.
Because Fuck you, that's why.
Make a podcast out of this shit
Hello,
that would
Spip, I'm
sell?
not waiting till next stream to say this. So fruit punch for everyone. This probably the longest I've ever subbed to someone.
Fruit punch for everyone. I'm gonna add a sound effect, guys. I'll add a sound effect for fruit punch. Clown, don't worry. If I ever saw Spiff at Foodland, I would point and call him the egg guy. Nice. Cash, she was like, wait, aren't you the egg guy? Okay, I think we'll just start anew. I don't want to be killing that many eggs, like I said, because I want to eat them all, and I don't want to eat that many eggs, but you know what I'm saying. Most time I check my P.O. box, I think they're supposed to send me, like, a message when I get stuff, but I haven't checked it in a while, Dan. Spiff House Paige, she's good. She was over yesterday. She said she wouldn't fall asleep, and then she fell asleep. Witchy, it's 1:20 p.m. Yeah, Steve's dead. Steve's dead. Did I fix the merch link? Oh, no, I didn't. No, don't use exclamation mark merch. It does some weird Streamlabs shit. Ludwig and Spiff egg peeling podcast? Dude, I'd kick his ass. Okay. Guarantee this egg doesn't go poorly. The last two have gone poorly. Don't use the merch command. God damn it, Ben. It doesn't lead anywhere. Yeah, no wins. Non-believers win, definitely. 50% are bust? That's a bust, man. Okay, we're gonna chill. We're gonna chill, we're gonna get this second one. Or this third one, sorry. God. The start is the easiest to break. And it'd be a lot easier if we started at the bottom, but obviously that's not happening. Also, I bought a new brand of eggs. Alright? Remember it. This is today's brand of egg. If it doesn't work out, remind me to not get this brand of egg again. I'm gonna eat it, just obviously I'm gonna cook it. Egg sponsor? Oh yeah! I'm doing like a YouTube's thing. Not of me, but like they sent me some.
Have I ever eaten?
I don't know if I'm allowed to show it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I also haven't even opened it, so.
Do you get money from Prime subs?
Yeah, of course. Prime subs are great because it's free for the user and the streamer gets money. I think it's the same as a normal sub, actually. Not 100% sure though. One thing I noticed about this egg immediately is that it's easier to scratch into. I don't know what that means. Yeah, like especially when Poppy gets a release date, we might really grind egg for the sub hour because I'll be grinding Poppy a lot when it comes out. Like, it feels like I'm shaving it as opposed to cutting into it, which normally happens. And I'd rather be cutting into it. Thank you for the resub, Queen. Sweethearty. Okay, we gotta get deeper. Nice. Now, hopefully, we should be able to take off just a tiny bit of just shell here.
Once I was banned from a rec room server thing for working in a kitty costume.
Well, yeah, also, for anyone here who intends on showing up on Thursday, for the all certificates, Pizza Sim run. There's one thing we have to figure out before then. And I'll play around with it for sure, but it'd be cool if anybody wants to help and has the game. Can you get bankruptcy without it deleting your save file? I.e., like Alt F4 the game at the right time? Whatever. We gotta know if we can do that. Do I think it's possible? I do. Yeah, I do. I was doing a lot of braining. A lot of thinking. Conniving. And I do think it's possible. But yeah, we need to... The clown will be making a return, abso-fucking-lutely. People in comments were like, Spiff, it's much more efficient if you use this machine instead of the clown. But if you always win at the clown, it's always the most efficient. Just win. Oh boy. Alright, let's take this slowly. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Ever seen a man get this close to an egg with his face that he doesn't intend on eating right away? What a sentence. Okay. Alright. Knife is done. We're going over on the first bits, but we have not breached the surface. Might do a bit of tweezing here.
Hello Spiff, me and Tapsy came up with a new challenge for 5 Nights at Freddy's, Security Breach. You need to beat the game with a Guitar Hero controller. For more information check the DM from Blubby.
I got a DM yesterday. What did it say? Like, Spiff, you have to let the Mongolian children out of your basement or something. And like, he said like, give them ticking. Yeah. So somebody clearly knows something they shouldn't. About my basement that I don't have. Okay, fuck. Go down this way a bit. I just want more space. I've identified the source of the ticking. It's a pipe bomb. You should dye the raw egg when I'm done. Like find a little hole in it and change the color of the yolk. Getting way too small pieces, but I don't know, this egg, I can feel it, man. It's weak. I'm starting to develop like close relationships with my eggs. I'm an egg empath. What's the Eggo's name? It wasn't given a name. Its parents were scrambled when it was younger.
An egg path, if you will.
Thanks to the 100 bits, Tiny. Do you guys think that true names should be a thing? I don't know what benefit they would give you, but it's like if somebody knows it, they can like control you. I read about it in a book once, I think. The book had dragons too. Like for the egg. My true name is Garble Glue. My god. Yeah, what was the book series? I really enjoyed the book series. I don't know how much I enjoy it now, but I really enjoyed it. Fuck. Oh yeah, Aragon. Inheritance series. It's like the longest book series I ever read. I really enjoyed it, and I used true names. It was kind of cool. Alright, we're going up. We're making our way up. We gotta start speeding things up. Is this... Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It fits egg peeling well. I was at the gym yesterday. Shocker. And they have this machine. It's called Jacob's Ladder. Oh my goodness. It's hell. It's insane. It doesn't use power, and essentially like it's like on a 45-degree angle, and as you climb it, it kind of spins like a treadmill. So you kind of propel it yourself. And I only lasted 3 minutes. It's It's gonna be like my only goal at the gym is just get good at Jacob's Ladder. I've only finished one book series 100%, which was the Johannes Cabal. I don't know what that is. Did anybody ever read this book series? It was called like Uglies. And it was this dystopian future where they solved war by just like making everybody super hot so that they don't get jealous of each other. They just like surgery'd
Have I ever eaten dice?
you get like insane surgery
Yeah. Put off
once you turn 16 to
2
make you
months
super
pod.
hot. You never heard of it. Read like one chapter of Uglies and got bored. Yeah, so they give everyone surgery at like 16 to make them super hot, and then just like drug them up and have them party their whole lives, and so they never fight. And anybody who's under or hasn't gotten the surgery is considered an ugly because they look normal, and they have like puberty and shit and get like acne. Disgusting.
Go check the main stage.
Oh, Vanessa.
Vanessa? Solid Phoenix! Thanks for the gift sub! So, I actually thought about how long it's gonna take me to do 600% of Security Breach, and it occurred to me that when I compared how long it might take me to the existing leaderboard, all of those times are with elevator time taken out. So it's actually going to take me like 15 hours. It's going to be a long stream. Spiff still gets acne? Yeah, I do sometimes, I think. It's been a little while. Yeah, I think I still do. Ew, natural thing that happens to all of us. Yeah, I know. It will be a fun stream, but yeah, it'll be wild. Poor Ben, yeah. Ben, do you think your computer could even manage to upload a 15-hour VOD, or like, what are you gonna do? I guess I could do it. Alright, we gotta go a little bit faster, I think. But it's the top. The thing is, it's the top. The top is the thinnest. Like, you can even tell. I guarantee you, once we get lower, you'll be able to tell that the membrane at the top is just so thin. Weak AF. Alright. My Wi-Fi would crash for months. Exceed your limits. Is it gonna be a long... Is this gonna be a long stream? Not terribly long, because I don't like eating 10 eggs, and I don't like wasting eggs that much, so... If I run out of eggs, then the stream ends. Or if I max out on broken eggs, then the stream ends. Not bad. I'm sorry, you eat the eggs and you're done? Yeah? Except for the one that's currently in my freezer. That one will not be eaten. I'm telling you that right now. But yeah, like, I already have 2 eggs that I failed right at the start, which I imagine you maybe weren't here for. And I'm not just gonna throw out an egg that's got like a little crack in it, so... Put that shit on the pan, man. Especially if I want to encourage other people to do this, I'm gonna try and
Why does it work?
minimize the wastage.
Because fuck you, that's why.
He is at it again.
He is. Thanks to the resub, Vikosh. You can have a 15-hour VOD. 12 is the max. I thought like 48 was the max, Pepsi. Are you sure about that? Or are you talking about uploading to YouTube? Oh god, this membrane is pathetic. This membrane is weak. YouTube or Twitch, Pepsi? YouTube? Isn't that stream 600% a subathon? It is, yeah. So what I'll do is every X many subs, I'll have like a list of things that I'll do. Which is gonna make it even longer because we'll have to pause the timer for those. One split. A little whiles away. A little ways away, sorry. Dude, where? I don't even, like... There's the tiny gash at the start. Is that where all this wet is coming from? I see the tiny gash. I guess that must be it. It's not good. It's not good. But if it, like, dries, which it will in, like, 15 minutes or so, then we'll be good. But it's just so annoying to have wet, like, where you're peeling pieces, because I keep being concerned that I'm making new gashes. Very sketchy. You have that plate? Just have to ask, what do you think about pineapple on pizza? It's fine. I would probably rather just, like, eat it separate. I'd probably rather, like, pick off the pineapple and eat it separate, but if I was offered it by a host and I was a guest, I would just eat it and go on with my life. I have no grand vendetta against pineapple on pizza. Unlike portions of the internet, it would seem. When you're done, eat the egg shavings. Now that is something that goes straight in the garbaggio. In fact, I have to clean off the plate like as soon as stream ends, or the crusty eggshell pieces just get stuck to the plate. It's kind of funny. Yes, I would like to continue watching. Why did Google Chrome, like, Netflix me? What the fuck? Hey, Vertex RNG. Spiff is furry or will be furry soon. We plan on converting him. And how exactly do you intend on doing that? Some people put pineapple on gravy. I've tried it and it's actually alright. I'm not a big fan of like roasted pineapple. What did I have pineapple with? Roasted pineapple was something else I was pretty no bueno about. Whew. I used to be really bad with spice. Really bad with spice. Like my friend's mom called me a spicy pussy once. But I've gotten a lot better. Oh man, that's crazy. There's so little tension on this membrane. I keep being worried that I've cut more. Still really bad with spice. I've been improving a lot. Like I was at my sister and brother-in-law's house, and he's he's Asian, and so his kids are pretty Asian, and he likes to cook with a lot of pretty heavy spice. And when I was younger, because they've been married for like half of my life, I wasn't able to take it, but now I can, and I'm so proud. Because my dad still struggles, but I can do it.
Hey Spiff, what does the graph under the timer mean?
It's something else for you to look at, but it also it displays the run. It displays the progress of the run: red, bad, green, good. Compared to my personal best. It's a speedrun thing. Gives you a better visualization of the timer. Where's all that wet coming from? I'm gonna go down. I'm done with the top right now. I need to chill on the top. Have you ever eaten a century egg? No, what's that? I need a break from the stress of doing the top of the egg. Plus, I'd love to split 25% at a good time. Only got 7 minutes to be on track. An egg that's 100 years old. How do you... Egg soldiers. How do you do that? How do you keep an egg alive that long? Centurion egg. Carefully? Wouldn't it be bored at that point? Yeah, that's how eggs work. If you don't fertilize them, they just fertilize themselves after a few years. They just say, well, fuck, I'm tired of waiting. And do it themselves. Some words don't need ussy added to the end of them. I do have a Discord, yeah. I think they brine it or something? I don't even know what that is. Some sort of like vinegar shit?
Open your eyes.
Ah! So much wet. I gotta get out of here. Still just from the one gash right at the start. I haven't made any other punctures. It needs to fucking dry already. And like when it's wet, the eggshells stick to my tweezers, which makes things harder to do as well. Wet is no good. A towel? I think I should use like a cloth for this. I might go get some
I look up a chat and I just see more variations of Ussy. You guys should be ashamed of yourselves. What would the Easter Bunny say? It's been like 3 days since Easter. Huh? God, you guys. If your egg is wet, unwet it? I don't know, I mean like toilet paper or whatever in here. I would love to unwet my egg though. And as I go further to the bottom and get further away from the little gash, it'll unwet itself. What a weak fucking egg, holy shit. Shit! God! We're starting at the bottom next egg. I'm trying to get good at egg peeling. I made another gash. I made another gash. Tell me, what's the alternative to toilet paper? I don't know, paper towel, which I don't have in my house. Like, that was so weak, I barely touched that one. That was major weak sauce. I think this is partially like egg brand diff. It looks so thin. The membrane looks so thin. When did you make the decision to do this? About a month ago. Probably over a month ago. So if I need advice, perfect. I can supply. Alright. This egg's going to rip pretty soon. I don't have a lot of patience for this egg. What if one of these eggs, a chick pops up out of one of the eggs? That would be insane, but I've never had that happen in all my life of buying egg cartons, so I doubt it will now. No. I'm not cooking the eggs with the membrane. Guys, I just ripped them open and I put the egg on a pan. Do you think I should move out when I go to college next year? I mean, if you don't have a lot of money, no. But if you can't stand living with your parents, yes. Should I get my girlfriend an egg and say beat the world record? Yes, you should, absolutely. I think I'm gonna rip this. I think I'm gonna rip this egg. Start anew. Start at the bottom. Get a good run going. Gotta repair my confidence here. Cause the top did me dirty. It really did. A couple nasty gashes that I don't feel like I should have gotten. She's getting pretty wet, but you know what? I don't know. The first successful egg was Daniel? Yeah. I've done it before, yeah. We've done 2 eggs successfully. I think it was the last 2 streams. We've like... Lately, we've had 1 successful egg a stream. I'm calling this guy, and yeah, we've hit red anyway, so... It's going back in the carton. Have you done any sports? Oh yeah, yeah. I did a lot of sports. Goodbye, Fallen Brother. Jimmet Gee. Rudolph. Yeah, Rudolph was the best one. Rudolph's still in the freezer, Bebop. Maybe egg speedrunning isn't your sport?
Have I ever
You think
eaten dice?
the greatest athletes, egg-thletes of all time, Ugly Bug,
Subscarab.
broke 3 eggs in a day and called it on their entire career? No. Real egg-thletes persevered through failed egg after failed egg. Oh yeah, I definitely saw myself doing this, Hellfire. I've always wanted to do whack shit. Kelsey's an egg bleat.
No, I joined and you had to restart. At least I can catch a full egg now. Love watching you stream, Spiff. It really helps me relax after a stressful day. Love from the UK.
Blazing Vanilla, thanks for the 100. Yeah, my streams are always really stress-free. Hope you had a good day. Nothing stressful ever happens in my streams. Interesting that Yoshi sound effects are in this. Nice, good start. Let's do this slowly now. Oh, that's hot. Oh, that's hot. Oh, that's nice. Hey chat, what's something weird that you find attractive? Not kinky. We're not talking that. We're like weird, you know? Like, oh haha, I like when he taps his foot. My fault. I'll let her know, I guess. I don't know. Me? Is that weird? What do we got? Hot tea. See, that's what I wanted to see. Sneaky sneezes. No, I love asking you guys questions. You guys are hilarious. When girls say ooh, I don't think you're alone there, but respect for admitting it. I think most dudes wouldn't be able to admit that. There's certain words that Paige say that I really like hearing her say. Like when brutal things happen in like shows we're watching, she'll go, damn. And I really like hearing her say that. Curly hair? I used to love curly hair, yeah. But now I'm blessed because Paige just has naturally curly hair, so I don't think about it as much, but yeah. I remember I dated a girl who had really flat hair, and I remember being really excited whenever she'd... Oh, yeah, here's a fun fact. My ex-girlfriend is on 2 big-ass billboards in my city. That's kind of cool. I was just driving, and I was just like, huh, that kind of looks like, we'll call her Stacy. That kind of looks like Stacy. Yeah, it's actually her, Megan. Yeah, it is.
Does it work? Because
thanks for the tier 1, Dayuki. There's a second one, Megan, and I looked at it slowly, and it was like, teach in French. Pursue your passions. And I was like, holy shit, she's becoming a French teacher. That's actually fucking her. So Stacy's mom's got it on. My heart belongs to women who play video games. What are the billboards named? What do you mean? I don't know what they're named. But yeah, they just talk about teaching in French. She's in school for being a French teacher, so I don't think I'll split quite yet. But yeah, it's kind of cool. Good for her. It was a bit of like a shocker to see. So yeah, I was like, wow, that kind of looks like a girl I dated. And then I looked at it closer and I was like, holy shit. That's a girl that I dated. Jesus Christ. Twitch Prime, lol. We didn't, I guess, it wasn't a very clean breakup, but I broke up with her and it was nothing like, she's, I have nothing against her. It's cool to see her on a billboard. Do you drive by it often? I don't drive that often, so no. I saw it, like I went to Calgary this last weekend, and on my way back, like we stopped at my parents, and then I took my car home, and I just saw it on the way home. So yeah. I hope she got paid for it. Hope they're not just like using French teacher free labor for their teaching propaganda billboards. First message I read. Love the YouTube. Thank you, Explosive. It's a lot better than armpit hair, the last message I read. Thank you for the sub, Monty Goes Giga. You got a good account. Alright, I gotta go a bit sketchier here. I really want to open this bad boy up.
The men, the stars, your voice.
That's a split. You gotta be really careful when you do this kind of like this kind of break, because you don't want the shell piece digging into the membrane on the other end. It's a good break for the start, but it's not a very good long-term plan. But also I'm starting on the stronger end of the membrane this time. I'm starting on the bottom half of the egg, which is stronger membrane, so we can be a little bit more bold, I think. We didn't get any wet at all starting off the egg, so that's a good start.
See you, Violets. Hey, Nightshade. Welcome to the stream. Vilates. Vilates. Maybe that's her name. You guys seen like Markiplier has a bunch of billboards? Hey, did anybody here watch the Markiplier space thing? I have no idea what it is. Go to space with Markiplier? What is it? Open your eyes. It's like this special YouTube thing. In space with Markiplier, it's one of my special interests. It's a choose your own adventure. Like, this is probably a dumb question, but did they send Markiplier to space? Did he actually go to fucking space? Or is it like... No? Yeah? I'm assuming they didn't, because that's crazy if they did. Peeling eggs with astral spiff. Does shaking the egg affect how well peeling goes? Oh shit, you know what? We haven't even tried an egg shake yet. I remember somebody recommending that, probably whoever just said that message. We haven't even tried egg shaking. Choose your adventure? Yeah, that's cool. That's pretty cool. I know he did like a heist with Markiplier. That was a choose your own adventure. Is that the only choose adventure he'd done before the space one? Do I find this calming? No. No, I would hope it's calming to watch, but no, it's incredibly stressful to do. But I like the... It's good stress. It's like fun stress.
You are my favorite YouTuber and I shall show my support through some bits.
Thank you, Monty Goes Giga. I will continue to create funny, wacky shit in video games for you. I appreciate the support. My dog just ran into a wall. Doesn't that happen semi-often with dogs? They get a little bit too excited and then suck at turning.
This is VA11 Holla music. It might be copyrighted.
If it is, rip the VOD, I guess. Just make sure you don't make me say anything important while we're playing copyright music.
Go check the main stage.
Oh, Vanessa.
Pretty much. Monty, thanks for the gift sub to Posse? Pose 1 Dan. Hey, Leaf. Should I keep adding to the choose your own adventure I made for you? I haven't gone through it yet, Ethan. So you can if you want, but I haven't gone through it yet. I will at some point, though. Alright. God, it's so much nicer starting at the bottom. I think we'll do a bit of the top, and then we'll just kind of beeline... Oh, sorry, a bit of the bottom, then we'll beeline back to the top. I just wanted to start at the bottom for... morale. But, you know, the top's still there. It's still the looming threat of every run. What's the name of this egg? I totally forget, but we gave it a name. Good night, Planina. Thanks for all the bugs and stuff that you've been sharing. I appreciate that a lot. I intend on having like the massive bug compilation video done by Saturday morning to do the 15-hour stream or whatever. So I have a lot of work to do. Like, it's really nice that this stream won't be like 6 hours because I'm just going straight back to scripting.
Like, it's about 4,000 words so far. And, yeah. I don't have any opinion on Chapter 2. It's not out. And I tend to reserve opinions until I play something. When we getting in the Pizzaplex with Spiff? How does the Choose Your Own Adventure work? Like, is it a whole bunch of unlisted videos? And the only public one is, like, the starting point? And then, like, it prompts you to go to the next unlisted video? Yeah? I see. Okay. That's cool. So I could make it. I could totally make a Choose Your Own Adventure video. Huh. Oh my god, I could make like a choose your own lore story. What the fuck? I could like make new endings for Security Breach. That's actually super cool. That's like actually super cool. I don't think I'd do it alone. I think I'd want to hunt down some other dudes. Daco. Yeah, egg peeling with Spiff, it's like, do you use the cuticle pusher or do you go for the tweezers here? And if you pick the wrong one, your egg just gets progressively wetter. That would be pretty rough. Get Daco egg peeling? I'm telling you guys, almost all creators are not unhinged enough to do this. Although, guys, Easy Speezy, what did he do? Fuck, he did a Rubik's Cube speedrun. That honestly, like, that's a step towards egg peeling, you know? We'll get him. We might get him. Maybe we could get him. Rubik's Cube speedrun is easy. He did. It was like a 10 by 10 Rubik's Cube. It was nuts. Markiplier would do this? Yeah, he could just like tell you stories about his life while he peels an egg. But I think it like the problem with this for other creators is that it is unironically like hard as fuck. It's like it's not like Markiplier would peel an egg just and be done, you know? Like it would take him, I'd say it probably takes about 20 tries to get your first egg completely done. So, it's a reasonable commitment, honestly. So if we want to spread the egg,
I finally hit 25% on my first egg. I should just become a slow runner.
the fact that you're at 25% and it's not over, Kelsey, it's a good sign. Also, I saw that Kelsey changed her status on Discord to, like, successfully peeled an egg or whatever. Seems pretty good. Yeah, it's clean so far. It's quite clean. Mark would rage so much. Yeah, well, this is very rage-inducing. The nice thing coming at it from a speedrun perspective is like I'm used to devoting hours to something and just losing it all. It's the speedrun life. So it's not like that absurd. Oh my god. The egg died after an hour and a half. Like, whatever, go next, you know? How does the membrane feel? I don't want to say it feels like a ball sack. Like a cold...
100 bits, no I will.
I don't know. It's cold. That's an immediate difference between it and a... Yeah. I'll try to think of something. It's very unique. It honestly is. Doesn't feel like a bald head because a bald head is still like hard. It kind of feels like, you know how you can buy like little plastic containers of like slime? Kind of feels like that. No, I have never played Doki Doki Literature Club. Creamy? No, because like it's not wet, but it gives the sensation of it being wet. Even though the outside of this isn't wet, because of the coldness, it gives a wet sensation. You ever like laid on something and it was cold and you thought it was wet? That's kind of what this is like. Opinion of SpongeBob. Hey Tommy, lol. Why are you on a different account, Tommy? Did you get grounded like Ethan? Water vapor condensed and caused the wet feeling, I guess. Sure. Yes. Alright. Even though the bottom is a lot nicer than the top, you still gotta be careful with the top, with the bottom, like with the tip of it. Still very danger, Dave. What's the most euphoric part about completing it? It makes you feel like you've scaled a mountain that very few climbers have ever scaled. You're holding this weird wet sack. It's like standing on the tip of the mountain. Like it's just a rock, like so many other rocks out there. But this rock in particular, so few people have stood on. I do think I'm gonna hit sub-hour eventually, yeah. I don't think this egg brand is very helpful for sub-hour, though. This egg brand feels like it has really weak membrane. The Costco eggs I really ended up liking. So I might try to specifically go get them. Yeah, this membrane feels quite weak. 25% is when? It's when I roughly estimate that I've peeled 25% of the egg. Which will hopefully be soon. Does it feel like a wet butt cheek? Oh yeah, kinda, yeah. Not wet, cold. Cold butt cheek. Everybody's got butt cheeks. We can all relate on that. That's a way better the definition than pulse sack. How many eggs have I gotten through so far? I would say I have 100% peeled 3. Just one of them is really dead. So like cleanly, I've 100%ed 2 eggs. But I've tried probably like 30. I don't know. We don't have like a grand count of all my failed eggs. Say pizza, please. I betted 300. I'm working on it. I'm honestly amazed, like, Linkus did a 30-day subathon, now Point Crow's like 10 days into an endless subathon. That's insane. I don't know. I don't know if I could ever do like an endless subathon sort of thing. Plus, I love making videos so much, and I obviously wouldn't have time. You know what? If I did an endless subathon, I'd probably just edit part of the day. You guys would just watch the editing process, I guess. I don't know. What's a subathon? It's like, well, for some people, it's like, if you keep giving subs, they'll keep streaming until like 24 hours. But an endless subathon is just as long as people keep giving subs, they'll never stop streaming. With maybe like a cap at 30 days or whatever. And so essentially, like, you sleep on stream, you wake up and you stream, and then you sleep. We need less viewers to get back to 420. 420 is like the egg stream golden standard. Yeah, if you want to get in the prediction, you gotta wait till it starts. You can't just add mid-prediction. So that would be rather unfair. As you can see what the outcome might end up being. What would you guys think? And like, honestly, try to picture yourself in that situation. Would you watch an editing stream? I expect some no's. You would? I've never done an editing stream. It would be definitely interesting to like watch the process. I definitely understand that, especially if you're gonna watch the video. Yeah, it might be kind of cool. Not watch but listen. Okay, yeah. It would be kind of cool to watch like my process. For me, it'd obviously be tough because I don't usually talk when I edit, obviously. Yeah, if I did an endless or even like a couple day stream, I'd probably end up editing. I really like making videos. I wouldn't want to go like a couple weeks without posting one. Alright, no, it's just gonna be eggs today. And then I will be editing. Also, oh shit, somebody asked me something. Let's get gonna answer, but I already forget what they said. First words in chat. Oh my god. When Mario Kart? Mario Kart against chat? Chat versus Spig. Soon. What tools am I using? I use tweezers and a cuticle pusher. Also, part of my hand is falling asleep. Will this be a YouTube video? Maybe. It just depends on how it goes and if I say things that I want in a video later. Alright, let's flip the question that I asked earlier. What's something that isn't normally unattractive that you guys find really unattractive? I really don't like... I'd be banned if I say it. Big muscles. Egg peeling Kelsey. How could you? Muscles, people, stench. I feel like stench is a very normal thing to find unattractive. I don't like picture poses where Paige sticks her tongue out. Always make fun of her for that. Big boobas on skinny woman. You wouldn't like anime then. Vaping? I don't think that many people find vaping attractive. I think a lot of people are neutral to it, but attractive, probably not really. Do I have any strats or glitches? So I do have strats for sure. Glitches, we've had a couple glitches. The most beautiful glitch, for sure, was the one time that I opened an egg and a good chunk of the membrane was already separated from the shell. That was fucking amazing. In terms of strats, yeah, you kind of have to play around the top of the egg. Because the top of the egg is the hardest, without a doubt. 25%? Not quite, no. The perspective always makes it look like there's more peeled than there actually is, I think. Breathing. Men are okay when they're fictional. Yeah, air pockets, yeah, would be a good glitch. Apparently, in the community Minecraft server, Rose for sure, I don't know who's all been helping her, but Rose has been working on a backrooms, which is pretty cool. Hopefully I wasn't supposed to keep that a secret. Hills, yeah. More than level 0 as well, yeah. Not gonna breathe until the 25%? Okay. Hold your breath.
What do you feel?
God. I almost died. Pass out percent. Yeah, Gigamonti's no problem on the new patch. It's literally the exact same. Nothing's changed. That's actually still a common question I get. I've mentioned that Gigamonti is the same in multiple videos since the patch. Surprised that's still a common question I get. Sell what you have left on eBay? Hey, speaking of eBay, I still have that factory error granola bar. I haven't talked about it in a couple months. On my desk, I have a sealed 50% of a Fiber One granola bar. I tried selling it on eBay for like $5 and nobody bit. Even though I thought people loved factory errors. And this granola bar has been at my desk since August. I was on a wine tour in Kelowna. We did like a big trip with some friends. And I was partially intoxicated. Yeah, I can show you guys, yeah. I was partially intoxicated, and like the wine bus guy, he gave me a Fiber One bar, and I noticed that it was a factory error. It was sealed with only half the bar, and I was like, guys, this is how I'm gonna pay off the trip. I was incredibly broke, and I was hoping that the granola bar would pay off my trip. It hasn't. The granola bar has done very poorly so far. Wow, crazy. I've debated eating it because it's a granola bar on my desk. Was this pre-Pinterest? No, I've had my Pinterest stocks for like a year. So it's pre-Pinterest crash, I will say. I think Pinterest was pretty chillin' in September, or August, I should say. I second Mago's idea. Put it on a cross and say, "This is my Jesus." Oh yeah. Here's a wild story about my friend's little brother. This is my roommate's little brother. When he was younger, his cat caught a mouse and just like left the dead body on their porch. And my friend's little brother nailed it to a piece of wood and said, "This is my Jesus." Pretty iconic. Is the music a bit loud? Yeah, kids are wild, yeah. Sounds a bit loud for me. I gotta be like one of those people who claim to see Jesus' shadow in my toast. I saw Jesus' shadow in my Fiber One bar. Please buy my Fiber One bar for exorbitant prices. Oh my god, ticking! Tiny bit loud. Ticking! Somebody actually redeemed it! For 25 grand. Here you go. Probably make it a bit louder. you can't hear it, I'll play it louder. Just let me do this part of the egg. Honestly, this song goes quite well with the ticking. But I realize it's a bit quiet. You ticking deprived, whatever that DM said, Mongolian children. You saw an edit of me on TikTok? Dude, feel free to link me. Okay, well, I'm pausing time. Get this ticking set up. We'll go just ticking. I'd love to see a TikTok edit of me. That'd be kind of funny. I'm quite okay with like people using like clips of me or whatever to make little edits or whatever. So a couple people have asked me. And if you ever made videos with my content that was better than what I made, then perfect. I will try and hire you. Just take it in. Think of the Mongolian children in my basement. I was just like writing a script, right? And I see this Discord ping in my corner, and all I saw was like, yeah, one of the weirdest DMs of the week, I would say for sure. How's the egg going? This egg's going really well. We gotta get Fruit Punch Clown, or I gotta get Fruit Punch Clown as a redeemable sound effect. Fruit Punch for everyone. Especially since we're doing more clowning on Thursday. Imagine if I tore the egg right as the ticking expired. Yeah, the ticking does... I don't think it's faster, but it gets like more urgent. Looking spiffy. Somebody earlier said that I was looking more handsome today. That's so nice. My lips have been incredibly dry lately. I don't know if it's like spring or what a simp. I don't think giving compliments is simp behavior. I think the definition of simp is like trading your dignity for attention. Saying somebody's handsome is not simp behavior. Be like going on your knees and saying somebody's handsome. Yeah, this egg is looking pretty sick. It's looking fucking yoked. 420, that's the gold standard. Wouldn't want any different. The perfect number of people watching a guy peel an egg. Alright, we're gonna focus now, as opposed to going around the egg, we're gonna focus on going up the egg. I'm also gonna split 50% pretty soon here. You know what's cool? Like, I've tried to explain things that happen on Twitch to just YouTube viewers. So, like, predictions and sound effects I've tried to explain. And so, long-time YouTube watchers, even if they don't watch the stream, they're quite familiar with how the stream operates. Like, I'm quite certain the comments telling me to add a Fruit Punch Clown sound effect. Like, I'm pretty sure they don't watch the stream. They just knew that they'd love it. It's your first time into the stream? Oh, come cracking. I had to explain to some relatives what I do. I didn't bring up egg peeling though, I definitely should have. I kind of have a good system for telling old people what I do now. It's like, so David, you going to school? No, I make videos. You make videos? What kind of videos? YouTube videos of gaming. And they're like, oh, yes, I've heard of people doing that. How do you get paid? I say the plebs, they watch my ads. And then YouTube gives me money. And they say, ah, yes, I see. And it got banned on the MC server? Yeah, they banned people semi-often, I mean. As a past cheater myself in Minecraft, there's a lot of people who cheat in Minecraft, and the mods delete those people, so... Yeah, I don't think bans are terribly uncommon on the Minecraft server. Also, griefing is not allowed on the community server, so, yeah. Yeah, there's a fair amount of bannage. Alright, we're getting to... Like, the membrane's already thinning. Also, we're gonna split 50%. Was there a prediction for 50%? Oh, no. I'm sorry. That's rough, guys. That's pretty rough. Just listen to this sad song. Wallow in your suffering for a bit. And then believe again, Copium. Oh yeah, I really want to make a Hopium emote. Because I feel like you guys... You don't have a lot of copium, but you have a lot of hopium, for sure. This is the egg, hopium. Sub-hour? We'll have to fucking grind this egg out if we wanted to get sub-hour on this egg. How many eggs have you bought at this point? Really 3 dozen? I mean, I had eggs before I started egg peeling. like $4 for a box for a dozen eggs, so taxes, I guess, probably $5. I've already made my money back this stream with your guys' generosity. Paying for the eggs. You only have 170 people. Oh, Bebop. Bebop, I feel like you supply the market with a lot of balls, even if you yourself don't have that many. Sad song. This song goes out to all the believers who just wanted their streamer to succeed. Our streamer, Copium. Thanks for believing, guys. Really gotta commit to this because I can't pull the cuticle pusher out right now. Is this a remix? No, it's not. Huh. Okay, whew. That was a hard push. If that was an egg, what kind of egg would I be? I would be a chickadee. I don't know. That's a strange question. Once I found this rock as a kid, and it was like vaguely shaped like an egg, but it was a rock. But David's little child brain was like, oh my god, it's a fucking dinosaur. And I kept that shit. I think I still have the dinosaur egg. Because I was like, one day it's gonna hatch. It still hasn't. Very sad. The blind faith of the youth. A rock exploited my blind faith. Why are you peeling an egg? Well, Charlie Ish 13. Why did you open Twitch today?
It's been
I eat them except for the one that's in my freezer right now. Come on, try to go quickly. Why is there an egg in my freezer? Well, it was like the cleanest one I'd ever peeled. Actually, my PB egg, so the 126 egg. And I was like, man, it's just too beautiful to just, like, break and eat. So I'd put it in the freezer to preserve it, I guess. So, yeah, I have a peeled egg in my freezer. And I've brought it out a couple times just to show chat. And so it's in, like it's scratched up now. It's in rough shape. You're frankly too good at this. It is a weird skill. Imagine me in, like, a survival situation. Yeah, I'm good at making videos, speedrunning, and peeling eggs. I'm also really good at Barbie. I would be voted off the island pretty quickly, I think. Unless I get good at Jacob's Ladder. The gym machine that has become my mortal enemy. At the gym I go to. I'd survive as a non-threat. I'd be like a jester of the new world. I can juggle too. And ride a unicycle. I have skills. They're just very unapplicable to survival situations. Clown. Don't call me a clown, okay? I'm not a clown. I just know how to do most things that are in his clown skill set. I've never solved a Rubik's Cube. When am I gonna collab with Peppa Pig? That one's actually coming up. Is there a Peppa Pig video game? I think there is. Oh, guys, good news! Good news! I have good news, everyone. The guy that I took part in making him quit full-time streaming by beating his Barbie record is back. He's streaming again. He's recovered from losing his Barbie record. Happy Pigs is back. Love me hardcore dubstep, baby. Would you buy a cuticle pusher at a drugstore? Rematch. Do clown after this? Doing clown on Thursday. I'm about to skip this song. Not good vibes for the start of for the top of the egg. The sketchiest part of the egg. How we doing on time? Okay, we're doing all right. Just gotta get really good cuticle pushes and clear the top of the egg as quick as possible. Okay. That was a good push. A good cuticle push. What is that? Oh, that's like extra membrane. Nice, okay. What is an egg? A miserable pile of secrets. Kelsey, do you tell your egg your secrets while you're peeling it? Random dude speedruns circumcising egg. Should that be my stream title? I'm not some random dude, actually. I am the Barbie and the Magic of Pegasus world record holder. So your comment is invalid. Can you cook a peeled egg? Yeah. Oh my god, imagine if I went on a cooking show. And they're like, contestants, you have an hour to make me a meal worthy of chef dudes. And Spig brings out the tweezers and starts peeling an egg. Everybody's got, like, you know, professional lasagnas done. I have one peeled egg. See, I might not win a competition like that, but they'd be like, yeah, you lost, but this guy fucking peeled an egg. Gotta be some sort of delicacy. Is Triff actually making the Spiff Gigamonty fanfic? I'm not reading it. I'm not reading it. It may be a record, but is it something to be proud of? What, the Barbie thing? Yeah, I'm proud of it. It's fucking hard. There's a reason it stood for like a year. I do not squirm away from being proud of an accomplishment, even if it's as insignificant as Barbie and the Magic of Pegasus Speedrun. Spiff, you are weird. What? If I'm weird, then what are you watching me? Oh my god, perfect music for this. As he crests the top of the eggshell, chat holds their breath. The believers breathe in a heavy dose of copium. Will there be wet? Or will he stay dry? That sounded like a diaper commercial. What the fuck? I just pushed this all in. I don't think it tore the membrane, but shit! We lost a lot of tension on the egg. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time. The egg is going into holding position. It will now be cupped like a newborn bird. It's like 83%? No. Perspective lies. Alright, we gotta go this way because like this shell is all unattached from the main body now. Shit. Yeah, I don't think it broke any membrane, but that was sketchy as fuck. It's hard to say for sure. Very sketch. Alright.
I really hope they include egg peeling in the new Nintendo Switch Sports.
Yeah, I hope so as well. You know, I'm under an NDA, but I've been in the works with Nintendo. Astral Spiff's Egg Peeling Simulator. They might have to wait till next gen, because it's going to be a pretty complicated game, though. Pretty hard to run on most systems. Do you have any other hobbies? I video edit it. I
Once I was banned from a rec room.
get my girlfriend food, and I stream.
For twerking in a kitty costume.
Yo, Pog.
I'm also big in the stock market. They call me the Wolf of Pinterest. I wonder if there's any merit, because like this is a really nice piece, hey? And this came off because of that like cracking that I accidentally did. But it does look like I made it really tiny wet. I gotta make sure I don't make it any bigger because it's really tiny, but so there was some casualty from the crack. But overall not bad. Yeah. We got pretty big pieces because of it. That's 75%, chat says. Please, God, Spiff. Should we wait until half a second after we go into the red? This is definitely 75%. Gotta go back to the top here. Okay, how much time do we have? Okay. One of my concerns is that my PB egg started at the top. So the end was actually fairly quick. We have to keep that in mind. So we gotta speed up. I may not talk a ton here.
Bald sun and bald egg.
Bald egg. Does anybody have any theories on why bald sun happens? Like, when I explained it in the script that I'm working on right now, it's so fucking weird. You have this neutral enemy kill you and go bald. Where the fuck does it even come from? It has to be Moon, yeah, but they are different. Like, all of their animations are different. That's Moon's jump scare, though. It has to be Moon's jump scare, but how the fuck? Like, what? And, like, I know they're, like, canonically like, the same animatronic, but, like, they're not the same animatronic. The game sees them as two different animatronics. For those betting on a PB, oh lord. Why are we talking about butt cheek jump scares? Butt cheek? I was thinking about insults that you could give people online in, like, video games without it being reportable, like how to be toxic without being toxic in a way that would get you in trouble. And I think I came up with a good one. It was eat a torch. Because it's like vague. It's like, what's a torch? Like, it's not mean because it's a torch. But, you know, you could take that however you want. What the fuck just happened? Got a bit of wet on the back. It could insinuate so many things. Like, it's totally not bannable. Consume my pantaloons. That's nice. I like that. Thanks for the bids. Wow, no message. Thanks for the 50s. Oh, you did. How many eggs have I peeled? 3 fully. 2 cleanly, fully. How many eggs have I tried? Probably about 30. Ingest a brazier. Brazier? Brazier? Yeah, in my short Roblox stint like 6 months ago, We found, like, I forget what they were, but we found ways. Oh yeah, it was like, oh yeah! Urine stick. That's what we said in Roblox. Like, eat my urine stick. Because there's so much censorship in Roblox. Urine stick was the classic one. How often do I stream? 3 days a week. I have a schedule on Discord, and I forgot to put it on YouTube this week, but I will. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Sometimes 4 days. Usually 3. So I spend the rest of my time making videos.
This is gonna be the new PP run. I can feel it in my yolks. You got this, my guy. Spig jam.
I'm going. We got a ways to go still. We have 12 minutes. That was a very nicely sized piece. You guys remember Pokemon Go? Don't know why I'm thinking about that now, but that was fun. Maybe egg peeling can bring peace to the masses like Pokemon Go did. We'll all just hit the streets with our tweezers, comparing strats and routes. Regardless of how this goes, I'm really happy with the speed I'm maintaining right now. This is nutty. Might be adding too much tension, but I have to maintain this speed. And the tear risk goes up the closer we get to the top of the egg. And my hands are shaking. 8 minutes. This route's not bad. This route's really done me well. It honestly has. Having, like, being able to hold the tip of the egg with my finger, even though it's the top, and I don't like doing the top last, it just feels really good to, like, get there quickly. Definitely losing places to grab, though. Perhaps my skill is improved enough to the point where I can end with the top without incident. Welcome to the late game. Shit. Gotta be really careful attention here. Alright, you son of a bitch. It's not clean. It's not clean. We have a little tear at the top. It's not clean, but I think that's good. There's your egg. It's not clean. But we got that tear a while ago. Yeah. We got that tear a while ago. Holy shit. Alright, we gotta chill. We gotta chill. We gotta chill. That's not a great PB. We have a lot of time save early. Yeah, we have a lot of time save early. But the end, like the last 10 minutes was nuts. Yeah, you can see that. Like, that's the only hole though. But no, it's not perfect. Otherwise, it's really good.
Well done, Gregory. Well done, Gregory.
I'll spin it a bit. But it's not insanely clean. It's not insanely clean. We can do better. We can do better even today. How long have I been streaming? No, I'm not done. I feel like we could really get another nice one. I do want to crest the top, like having to finish it, squeeze it, yeah. Having to finish it at the top was just so terrible. Okay, here, you can see. Oh, it's not that visible, but... Okay, here's the top. Might spill it a bit here. Look at how much thicker the bottom's membrane is. Look just how much thicker it is. It's so much better than the top. It is so jiggly, yeah. It's super wet. Hey, King Reel. Not perfect. Pretty damn nice. I'm calling that good for the leaderboards. Here's our egg. No, I'm not gonna do fruit punch cloud. Alright. Oh. Let's just get right into the next one. That should not count. No, it's coming. Plus, Pancake, I'm gonna beat it right now. I'm gonna count it right. We're gonna beat it right now. I like that route. I felt good about that route. It's time the next one. Can I see egg? See, we had a bit of a hole at the top. You can kind of see it, but... Here's the peeled egg. Bebop, holy shit! Bebop, thanks for the 15 gifted. Goddamn! It is pretty good. It is pretty good.
If Spiff's egg does not count, then mine definitely did not.
No, Kelsey's egg counted. Here, I can show you guys Kelsey's egg, actually. I don't even have Discord open on my computer right now. For the PV, thank you. Thank you, Bebop. 123. I think sub 20 is totally in our grasp. Kelsey. Wait, Kelsey, are you... Okay, you seem okay with me showing it. I'm gonna do this. Observe. This is Kelsey's egg, so.
You can pick it up. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Christ almighty. Yeah, it looks fine. It looks fine. Okay, why is there bugs up there? Right there. Thanks for the 100 bits. Also, Kelsey. Bebo, thank you so much for the 15 gifted. That's nuts. Okay. A little bit of chilling. How many people are doing this? A handful. A handful of people are doing it. A little bit of chilling. This might be the last egg. If it fails early, we'll probably do one more after, but yeah. Is this just a normal thing now? No. No, it's just me and my community right now, Jesper. Can somebody tell me what PB means? Personal best. So a personal best time. It's a speedrun term. Yes, I would like to reset. Okay, yeah. So 123 is now the time to beat. We had a lot of time save on first bits. Between 75 and done was really short. I still don't understand why he's peeling an egg. Okay, wait, who said that? I think my response to this has been improving over the last couple weeks. Do you go into streams where people are playing a game and ask them why they're playing a game? The answer is, it's fun. And I feel like it. Advancement of man. Yeah, I gave that response a while ago, Cryptid. All right. Progressing the capacity of humanity. Reaching greater heights. Technological advancements. Maybe even cooking applications one day. Anybody want to eat a membrane? Yum yum. Probably have, I don't know, like, half the time I just fail at the start.
Fuck you, that's why.
Because obviously it's really hard to start. So, I don't know if I'll count the prediction for, like, knife bits.
Let's get a sub 20.
It's coming. Sub 20 will come soon. And then sub 10. And then sub hour. What the fuck? No way. Wow. That's hot. That's hot. My lighting looks like I have just like a flashlight shining on me. I got a good light, I just haven't configured it because it's like an app. It's not just like a button on the light itself, so... I did not realize that. I just turned it on. And have not had time to fix it. Is it easier to peel smaller eggs? Don't know. I mean... like, logically, yes, but reality, I haven't tested it enough. It makes sense if yes, because, you know, there's less peel to be done, but I don't know. Maybe some bigger eggs will have thicker membranes? We're still in the early stages of working on egg peeling runs. I should move this open knife. First time catch you live. Welcome, lowercase girl. You've come at a golden moment. The dawn of a new egg. Alright. That's first bits. Nice green. What is the tool I'm using? Cuticle pusher. And if you don't know what a cuticle is, you're not alone, and it's like the skin that is at the base of your fingernails. Nice. I know that's gonna be copyrighted, so sorry guys, I'm skipping it. At least the other ones I'm not sure. When I hit enter, my last message, I would also need a way to neutralize the smell. I don't smell anything if you're talking about eggs. I don't know if I have a weak sense of smell. If anybody else has done egg peeling, if you want to fill me in. I have smelled nothing. Doesn't smell? I don't... Yeah, it doesn't smell at all. Dude, oh, the bottoms of eggs, hoggers. Yeah, obviously they'd rot eventually. I don't like keep them in my room forever. That is a strange suggestion. Bottom egg superiority? Yeah, we gotta face the top eventually, though. You want a Twizzler? So if you get money from a Prime sub? I don't know exactly how much I get from a Prime sub. I mean, it's also like, it's in USD, whereas I get paid in Canadian dollars, so I can't really be like, oh, it's this much. Because at the end of the day, it ends up different when it comes to the bank account. Where in Canada do I live? Central Canada, Saskatchewan. The Rectangle Province. This is the most exciting part of my day. I mean, it's the most exciting part of my day as well. I don't like tomatoes, no. As a kid, I actually had my mom convinced that I was allergic to tomatoes. Because I would so violently react to eating them. And like once I kind of forced myself to throw up. And she was like, "Oh my god, he must be allergic to tomatoes." Cuz like with my parents, I couldn't say that I didn't like something and not have to eat it.
Life is as crazy.
Like I had to eat everything
Sometimes you
that they gave me.
and there's nothing you can
And so I miss the old mango. Okay, cool. Yeah, the only way to not have to eat the food was pretend that it was that I was allergic to it. Guys, we're listening to a song about like Mango the Melee player.
It's funny how I can be considered the greatest of all time, but also equally at the same time be the biggest buster of all time, all the time. Like, how does that make sense, you know?
I looked up Mango on YouTube not too long ago, and I was shocked to see that Buddy's only got like 130k subs. I've got more subs than Mango. I have to go. See you midnight. Say stun. You mean these nuts? Lamau? Blindfolded egg? That would be crazy! Oh my god! That would be so fucking Chad!
This is the first stream I've been able to catch of yours live and it's egg percent.
Yep. Welcome. Please, Zestob. That would be unreal. Sound effects are a bit quiet today, aren't they? That would be insane. What the fuck? Like, I don't think I would be able to top that as a human being. I think that would be my peak. You'd have to do it with your fingernails. Probably. I don't know. Just like you need to feel it. Like I can feel the tension, but I don't know.
Have I ever?
You paid $7.99, so that's $13.10 Canadian. Yeah, I think I get like half of that.
Yeah, quite often actually.
I think roughly you can assume, like with Twitch subs, the creator gets about half, roughly 50%. Echolocation, I'll just scream at the egg. That's a great idea. No, no, no. Ostrich egg speedrun. I don't know if I want to buy an ostrich egg. Aren't ostriches like fucking endangered? Local man is arrested. Can you buy them? I have no idea. Thanks for the prime, please. Wow, how do I pay bills? I am quite okay in the financials. Pretty sure you can buy them? Unfertilized? Okay, unfertilized. Are ostriches endangered? I would have to make sure, like, that would be so scary, man. Killing an ostrich egg? Because like, you only get one shot. I would have to be real good at this to peel an ostrich egg. I don't know. I have no idea if an ostrich egg would be easy. Maybe, I mean, who knows how thick an ostrich egg's membrane is. Anybody ever ever eaten an ostrich egg, like cracked one? Do you remember the thickness of the membrane by any chance? Wait, are they? You have to crack them with a hammer? What? Actually? You need to drill into them? Damn, okay, maybe we should peel an ostrich egg. So I probably wouldn't be able to do it with tweezers then, though. No, Kelsey's egg is wet. No! How would a baby get out of it? I mean, they're obviously pretty strong, and they have sharp beaks, I guess. They peck their way out. Somebody sent me a DM with like pics of their chickens, and they had like pre-poked their eggs to help them get out. It's kind of cool. They're like, they don't usually need it, but we do it just in case kind of thing. It's kind of cool. The chicken community is making their way into my Discord. It's good to see. Chat, it's a large bird. Nature finds a way. Yes, maybe if I was inside an ostrich egg, I would struggle, but not strong burb. I heard ostriches pack a pretty serious punch. Who would win? Big bird strength is unmatched, yeah. Who would win, Spiff or an ostrich? So this is what I'm talking about. My skills don't apply to survival situations, like if I was pitted 1v1 against a big bird. What would I do, you know?
Thanks for the coaching the other night. I managed to get the achievement I was trying for PogChamp.
Kelsey? Oh! It's VL Fox. Is your name the same on Discord? Thank you for the $1, by the way. Yeah, I remember that. As long as your name is the same, I'm pretty sure I remember that. Oh shit! No! You stream! Yeah, I followed you! Yeah! Yeah. Hope streaming's been going good, dude. Yeah. I went into security breach, and you were collecting all the bags. Which is pretty freaking hard to do. I definitely looked up guides to finish off the bags. Even now, hopefully now I can do them all in a run, no problem. Did you finish all the Steam achievements? VLF? Fox? Whatever? I almost at 5k in Discord? Holy shitballs. And yet they won't give me Discord partner. Somebody said that like Discord isn't accepting partners right now because they're maybe gonna get bought. I didn't really look into it though. I don't really care about Discord partner. I was just shocked that they rejected us. Spinning on Rottweilers? Cool. Nice doggo. Yeah, Discord partner, I don't really know. The one thing for me is I would get free Nitro. Just like cool. Save me like $10 a month or whatever.
Oi Spiff, Discord hit 5k.
Oh shit!
Pagarino.
That's really all I know. Is I would get free Nitro, so it's like... It's pretty much like Discord gifting a couple subs. If I get partnered. Which would be cool. So I would like it. But if they don't give it to me, I'm not gonna cry. Beyond that, like, we get some custom invite. I don't really know. We'd get like a check mark or something. I don't really know. Not crazy significant things. You're getting a Roddy? Yeah, I've never had a dog. I can't really say that much. If I'm thinking of the right kind of dog, like, people are definitely sometimes scared of them, but obviously a dog just needs to be trained. You gonna try and get all the gifts next? You got all the bags before you got all the gifts? That's crazy. The gifts are way easier to find because you can see them with Freddy's vision. My dogs, Brownie and Nala, are Rottweilers. Thank you for saying hello. You really brightened my day. Hopefully I brightened your dog's day as well. All dogs are precious. They don't scare me. My friend had a dog that really scared me, but... like... I don't know. She just got really excited. But like, we would go to his trampoline, and I would book it to the trampoline because the dog would try to like jump up on us. So it would have been nice if the dog didn't do that, but I mean, it wasn't trying to hurt me. That was a nice dog. I liked her. Yeah, dogs are only mean, but like big dogs sometimes need to be taught to fucking chill out. I.e., the one that I just mentioned. Yeah. Hey, have any of you, speaking of eggs and dogs, have any of you guys like put an egg in your dog's mouth? Because apparently they know to be careful with it. Last egg PB'd Megan. By 3 minutes. My dog eats raw eggs. This is false. No, they ate it. Okay, has anybody had success with the dog egg thing? No, I'm not asking if dogs lay eggs. What the fuck? I'm asking if you put it in their mouth if they know to be careful. Because it's an egg. I don't know, I saw a video on like Instagram of it. And that means it's real. I follow this Instagram account. Sub 40 egg when? God. I follow this Instagram account. And it's about this guy who like takes his cat backpacking. Which is pretty cool. But he's like, I don't know. Like he posted a video today and it was like surprising my cat by coming home early from my trip. And it was a nice video of him going into the house and then the cat coming up to him and him picking it up. But it's like, how did your cat know how long your trip was gonna be? It's not like a military dad coming home early, which is kind of the vibe I got. It was just kind of funny. The cat's like, oh my god, you're supposed to be here Wednesday, but you came on Tuesday. Thank you. Garfield? Yeah, maybe.
I used to make tiny egg dishes for my rats and hamsters. As long as you use no oil or ingredients aside veggies, water and heat, you can basically make tiny Gordon Ramsay style treats for them.
That's really cool. I am not proficient enough at cooking to do that. Like guys, some of the eggs I've eaten after egg peeling days, like it's straight egg. You put it on the pan, you cook it, I eat it. Just the egg. I've put a couple on toast. And like I've added peppers and meat to some and made like an omelet, but I'm an incredibly basic chef. 25% when? Soon. My cat gets so happy when I'm home after multiple days? Yeah. Like the cat obviously loves him. But I feel like he'd react, you know, excited to see him regardless of if he came home early from his trip. It was just a funny video. What do you do with the eggs when you're done? That's one of the most common questions. Like, I don't know, I don't have like a trophy case I'm gonna put them on. I do with them what everybody does with eggs. I'm just gonna eat them. Or if it's really impressive, I might put it in the freezer, but I'm most likely just gonna eat it. Maybe I should get it like a shelf.
Have I ever eaten diced meat nuts? Yeah, quite often actually.
must consume egg. Should I have a points redemption to just like take a bite out of the eggshell and all? Anybody here ever eaten eggshell? What's it like? I'm sure one of you's eaten eggshell. No, I'm okay. Not home. I'm glad you're entertained by egg peeling. So that's kind of my goal. It's like biting a bone? No, bones don't crunch like that. By the pipe on the stairs? I mean, I'm sure you can just reload at a save. In the comments of the YouTube post I put out last week asking people to tell me like their wacky glitches, there's some truly wacky ones. Some truly wacky ones. Oh, it was overtime? Well, you can still save in overtime now. Unless you do this old patch. No. Also no. Oh, you didn't save? That is a certified security breach moment. Yeah, I hate having, like, any sort of wetness, even if it's a really small hole, because the shells stick to the tweezers when I peel bits off, and it's just so annoying. Like, I can just really easy flick pieces off right now. 25%? Not quite. I want to start going down the edge. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Good quick separation. Alright. Oh god, what is this? Oh, that's just a really good piece. Fuck yeah. Oh my goodness, wow. You know what this calls for? This calls for a 25% split. What's world record? Who knows? Somebody who didn't time themselves. So I guess timed world record, probably my time. But, like, I'm not the best yet. Probably not, at least. This may shock you. It's quite mind-boggling. But not that many people have done this. That was not good. There's no way you failed PB this time. Well, yeah, I could tear the egg. I don't want to kill optimism, but there is definitely a way that I don't PB this time. Give you a week? Sub hour is the goal. VLF. My time is 1 hour 23 minutes. Best of luck to you. It's got to be raw. a lot harder than it looks. But I would love to see more people taking it on. Yeah, I usually don't do like raid requests, but if you guys ever find somebody else egg peeling, I'm happy to raid them. You're just probably not going to. Whew. Welcome, Snow Wolf. That's a lot of believers. Y'all got a lot of faith. Let's hope it's not misplaced. I definitely like quicker songs because it makes my hands move quicker. Oh yeah! Speed up the beat! Make them fly through the egg! Become one with the egg. Did you guys ever play Flappy Bird? What was your high score in Flappy Bird if you played it? I got like 400 once and I was so proud of myself. I like trained Flappy Bird. 302? Nice. Fucking 7, 150, 50, 14. I like grinded Flappy Bird, and it was the first case where I realized that if you get good enough at something, it's almost better to not focus on it and just kind of let muscle memory take over. The first time I really felt that was in Flappy Bird. So I realized if I paid too much attention, I'd fuck up, because it really just came down to a rhythm. $100, $380, goddamn. I remember calling out somebody in my class. It's like a big scandal because he had like 1,000 score, and I knew he was trash. So I called him out on it, and turned out he had like installed this program or whatever that essentially lets you flap out the top of the pipes. So you're able to go so much longer. Fucking cheater. I was busting speedrun cheaters even in like grade 5. You're over 500? Dude, that's nuts. Remember all the clickbait videos showing an ending to Flappy Bird? I don't remember that. That's funny. Thought the max in Flappy Bird was 999? I don't think so. I think it just went on infinitely, did it not? The end was Mario jumping out of a pipe. Okay, I really doubt that, because that would be eaten alive by Nintendo. So that sounds like YouTube clickbait. No shit. Oh, that's a pretty. Oh, fuck. That's a pretty big gash. I'll have to avoid that. Shit. I don't even know how that happened. It's just a weak spot. They sneak up on you, man. Believers might lose for once. Yeah, guys, believers never lose in this stream. This will be the first time ever. You can see the little tear. It's kind of hard to see, but okay. Nintendo doesn't have the skill. That's why they couldn't find it. Oh my god, you're right. Is it copyright if the owners of the material aren't good enough to get to the part in the game when you use it? The Japs be the Nintendo. Please, probably not refer to Japanese people like that. I don't know. Is that like no bueno, or was that kind of just no bueno in like the 40s? It's no bueno? Yeah. Very uncool. What does no bueno mean? Just like a no-go. Like, don't say that. It's a very disrespectful way to refer to Japanese people. Does the egg have a name? We don't think we named this one. Should we name it Flappy? 50% is coming, yeah. Do you have a music playlist public? Like, the music that I'm playing for this is just, like, Mogul Move stuff. The stuff that, like, Ludwig uses. Or I don't know if Ludwig uses, but it's from his game show or whatever. For, like, my music and stuff, I use, I use Epidemic Sound. And I don't have a public playlist, but I use all Epidemic Sound music, and I've been trying to include the music list that I use in my videos. Like, I've been trying to include a list of music. So if you're ever curious about my videos, you can look in the description, but I've been forgetting for some of them. Yeah, I'm just kind of ignoring that gap. Spiff, I was timed out 10 minutes ago. Yeah, I don't know why you're getting timed out, but I'm sure it's a good reason. Probably spam. You do tend to ask the same question after I've already answered it. We can't go eggery. I know a lot of people suggesting eggery are new to the stream. We've called eggs eggery before. We gotta be a bit more creative. A lot of egg-related names have been used. Alright, how are we doing? 9 minutes till 50%. Name it after me, Tiny Snail Boy. A game. Eggins. I'm gonna call it Eggins. See if I can remember that. Would you look at that? I get to thank you live for all the entertainment while I work. Shame you suck when it's late as balls for me. Probably meant to say stream. Thanks for the kind words. I hope you have a good night. Flappy Eggins. Alright, I like that. Flappy Eggins. Flappy Eggins with the one hole that I'm just gonna more or less avoid. He says as he's literally taking shell off from the area with the hole. If you guys wanted to insult...
Thank you for commenting on my stream and following me.
Oh yeah, no problem. Later, I like checking out streamers who play the same game as me. It's like I'm always on Twitch when I'm video editing, so I poke around quite a bit. Thank you for the bits, my friend. If you guys wanted to insult a Canadian, what would you call me? Moose Rider. Moose Man. Maple syrup because you're sweet. Maple drinker. North US citizen. Mr. Nice Guy. How do you even say that maliciously? US hat. Nice.
Have I ever eaten Dites meat nuts? Yeah, quite often.
Alright. What is it like in Canada? It's like... I don't know. You gotta just expect snow mid-April. And there's not a lot of people compared to space. So if you want to go visit your buddy that's like a city over, you gotta drive like 3 hours to get there through nothing, essentially. Through a bunch of small towns. Because we have a lot of space. 41 minutes? It's good time. I'm making good time.
Mess up now, KEKW.
Hey AJ, it's been a little while. Thanks for the resub. r/place couldn't draw a Canadian flag. How do you feel? I feel like multiple states have a greater population than the entirety of Canada, okay? It doesn't surprise me that we failed to draw a flag. Also, according to you guys, I say the word flag wrong. What even is r/place? Yeah, putting it in vinegar would be cheating, yes. r/place was this thing where for like a few days you could put down a pixel of color every hour or every like 10 minutes. I didn't do it, but and you could create a mural with the entirety of Reddit. Anybody with an account.
Twitch streamer, entrepreneur, born on the New Hampshire.
Okay. Flag. Really banking on me screwing up? We have one slice on the egg, but hopefully it'll dry off by the time we get to it, so it'll be pretty chill, and it's not that big. We're just gonna kind of ignore it for a while. Making my way to the top, which is the dangerous part of the egg. So. I think if there is gonna be a big mistake, it'll be up here. Go Flappy Eggins. I saw a bit of a Canadian flag in r/place. But I think it died. And I mean, our flag is, you know, it's not just like 3 colors. It's a leaf. It's kind of hard to do. We have a cool flag. Canadian leaf is basically impossible to draw. Yeah, I remember as a kid actually being tasked with drawing our flag. Disaster every time. Kids cannot draw Canadian flags. Very hard to draw. I mean, like it's easy to recognize if you just put the red on the 2 sides and then in the middle you draw this like wacky spiky shape. Yeah, people figure out what that's the Canadian flag. Like making a really precise one, nigh impossible. You're saying flag. Whatever, okay, I do have a bit of a Canadian accent, and it involves the way I say A. So bag, flag, stuff like that. Say it right? I don't know how. Flog. We've tried this before. Flag. Don't start trying to type out to me how to pronounce flag. I've made my peace with the way I say it. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are gonna think this is weird or not, but I really love toast with jam and an egg on top. I think it's fucking delicious. That's like the ultimate breakfast. That with some orange juice? Mint. Ew, what the fuck? Menace. Okay, so you guys do think it's weird. Have you tried it though? It's good! It's good, I swear! Flap? Flap? It's not, I love it, I thought it was weird. Yeah, try it before you type what the fuck spiff in my Twitch chat. How did you think of making that? I don't know. I don't remember. That's good. I think I was like, wow, I want an egg and I want a jam toast. I'll just mix them. It's good. Just follow. Thanks for the follow. I'm a prop peeps. I'm gonna take this really slowly now because we're at the top. And oh lord, she thin. Spiff, will you come back to Barbie if I beat your world record? Maybe. Do you want to put in the time that's required to do that, AJ? I know you've done some runs. You're already second? What's your PB? Because there's a big gap between me and second place. $19.52. It's not bad. It's not bad. Please, AJ, I desperately want him to play Barbie again. If you guys think the "what the fuck are you doing" Spiff questions come a lot when I'm doing egg speedruns, wait till I play Barbie. Fuck the top. We've made a small gash in the top. Damn you, top of the egg. I'm gonna work around it, I'm not gonna leave it. There's definitely a lot of downsides to having wet, but one upside is that the cuticle pusher slides out really easily. So it's not all negatives. What's the Barbie speedrun Spiff? I recently came from YouTube. Yeah, the Barbie speedrun, it was like a meme that my stream made me do a long time ago. It was like a day of Barbie speedrunning. And I ended up actually getting pretty attached to one of the Barbie games and ended up getting the world record for it. And it's like a really nice time because the game has tons of RNG in it. And I ended up getting insanely lucky. What the fuck? Oh shit, I made another gash. Ah! The top! Fuck! God, I hit the top. Let it dry? I don't got time. I guess I could go to the bottom of the egg, but I hate leaving the top for last. Oh, God. I can't see how much wet there is, but no, we gotta go somewhere else. We don't have a choice anymore. Moving on. That's 75%? No, it's not. I don't think so. I don't know, this is going incredibly well until the top. Which really does reinforce my idea that I should always start at the top. Because then we make a mistake before we get... Like, if we're gonna make a mistake, we make it before we, you know, have half an egg peeled. But yeah, I'll be honest, dude. The tops are not looking good. Getting a little saggy because we're losing wet. There's already egg fan art. Yeah, there's some egg fan art in Discord I saw a couple days ago. I don't know if there's more like today or what. Alright, we're getting to the point where I gotta hold the egg. Like... gently caress the sack, but doesn't mean that things are going great up top, that's for sure. Ugh. It's time to caress the sack. Like, pretty much we already have as much hole as the PB we just had, so I can't get any more. Any bigger and this egg just rip, pretty much. Isn't it easier to use gloves? I've never even tried. I don't know. I feel like it wouldn't be easier. Because, like, it's never my fingers that causes rips and tears. It's always the cuticle pusher. Deflesh the egg, Spiff.
Spiffy.
Don't listen to its cries for mercy. The egg doesn't have a family, Spiff. It's just trying to save itself. Nobody would ever love the egg.
I cannot see.
I would love the egg.
I am so unbelievably slow at this. I am on the first egg still. It's been 3 hours. I am not even halfway done.
Kelsey, you are so unbelievably patient. That's nuts. Thank you for the bits. No. Okay, good. It's midnight and I actually can't believe I'm watching this. Dude, this is prime Twitch content. I'd watch this shit. By the way, the egg video... has the egg video hit 100,000 views? I want it to hit 100,000. It's still relatively low by many of my video standards, but I have faith in the egg. 97K? We'll get there. The egg will get there. Alright. Please dry off a bit, hole at the top. I really need you to. If this egg is to have a chance. Love watching the egg peeling VODs? Hell yeah. Welcome. We had one slightly messy PB earlier today. And if this PB's, it's also gonna be messy. But god damn, it's got a chance. Dude, sub hour? Like, when I started this, especially the first couple days of not successfully peeling a single egg, I was like, there's no way I'm getting sub hour. It's happening. Not today. Maybe not the next time we stream egg. But it's happening. PB, 1 hour, inevitable.
IGTG, I have to go do the second interview for a job. I'll let you know if I get the job.
Oh shit! I might not be streaming by the time you get back, but let me know. Good luck, dude. Guys, wish Fox good luck at their job interview. I've never gotten a job after a job interview. Like, all the jobs I've ever gotten have either been like, they just give me the job. Like, they just see me. I don't know. Like, I've never sat down across some people, had a job interview, and gotten the job. Like, the last job I got was at the raw pet food store, and I just showed up from the Kijiji ad, and he essentially just explained to me what to do, and he was like, yeah, you want it? Like, okay, so that doesn't count. I've never gotten a job through, like, a traditional job interview. I'm starting neurology rotation tomorrow. You better be fast. Fast but delicate. That's the balance. Yeah, well, I imagine a handful of you would be in finals right now. I got some IRL friends in finals right now. Oh, 420. Dude, we sit consistently at 420 in egg streams. Alright. It's going well. I'll have to rotate it pretty soon, though. It's not green, it's gold. I won the prediction. Lol. Get fucked, AJ. You gotta believe. Should have believed. Believers have taken some pretty heavy hits in egg peeling streams. I'm glad they've mostly been winning today. We've had some pretty poor performance Believers days for sure. But things have progressively turned around. Okay, we gotta route this. The wet is right there. Gonna turn it like that. Alright, we're gonna work with this. You can see the wet. Yeah, you can see the wet pretty clearly. We gotta avoid that wet. If it gets any bigger, I'm gonna call the egg rip. Because that's already too big. That isn't a problem that just goes away if we ignore it. That is a hole in the membrane. I don't see any wet. That's a believer mindset right there. Flex tape, ball sack looking ass, yeah. Flex tape would not fix it. I haven't thought of an adhesive that would work to fix holes in a membrane. And even if such a product did exist, I probably wouldn't use it. I would just get good. Like, not only do I want sub-hour, I want sub-hour on, like, a cleanly peeled egg. I want that shit to be, like, perfect. If you guys had to eat one food and one food only for the rest of your life, oh god, and don't say soup, what would you eat? Stovies? The hell is a stovie? Saltines? Stew? Hair. There we go. Good answer. Nice. Grilled cheese, yeah. That doesn't surprise me. One really long noodle. Peeled eggs? Oh, that's a good answer right there. One really good answer that I saw, I don't think any of you have said it, was like salad. Because you could make salads of things besides lettuce, like potato salad. It's a bit of a loophole. Raw kangaroo meat. Alright, that wins. That's the best answer. Personally, I satiate myself. Personally. Oh shit, my cam. No! Guys. Personally, I like to satiate myself in the tears of non-believers, but Sometimes the non-believers have a good point. This is looking, just go back in. See guys, it goes back in if we angle it there. So don't worry about it. Don't even sweat it. Don't even sweat it. This egg is going fantastically. Wouldn't change a thing. Easy victory for non-believers, Keck W.
My next number, I like to return to the classics.
Fuck. This is looking like a Ludwig egg right here. Flappy. Flappy Eggins. Can you hear me? Please, Flappy, respond. My goal with this egg now is to make it so close that believers and non-believers have to argue about who wins. But I don't know if I could call this a PB if it finished. Because, you know, she's in rough shape. Flappy Eggins is moist. Rather moist. Whew. The egg is dead? No. The egg's not dead. Whoa. It's like 50% intact. Maybe even more. You know what you call that in school? A passing grade. Look, it looks fine when you hold it like this.
Inside, we are same. Same,
But
different. But still same.
Yep. I feel like you can make a pretty good meme about this, like, you know, me taking care of my personal needs. Meanwhile, my homework is just fucking squirting out of the sack. Don't worry about that. The camera's done. The camera is not a fan of the current condition of this egg. Okay, this is pretty fucking destroyed. It's dead. It's pretty fucking dead. Oh, it did end in time. That's hilarious. Oh god, the camera called time. It's dead, guys. It's dead. Yeah, it's not a PB. It's not a PB. It was the camera. Oh god, I'm so eggy. Oh, Flappy Eggins. You lived a good life.
Bosun, it was the most delicious urine I've ever tasted in my life.
This is when Spiff turns into a PC Lite. KEKW.
Thanks for the resub. Biplist. I've struggled with your name. Biplist or Biplist. Extremely disappointing, yeah. Time of death 13. Time of death 11312. Here's the top! Here's the top hole, son of a bitch. I'm not gonna grill the egg on stream. I'd have to move my entire computer downstairs. I kinda wanna like try. Oh my god, right-handed? Kinda wanna like try and finish off. No, that's not it. Cause of death? Cuticle puncture on the top. I don't want to like have the yolk fall into the shells because I want to save it, so I'm just gonna put this bad boy in. It's going in the bowl. I will eat it. Let's see, how many eggs do I have? 5. So that's 5 eggs. That's a meal. I am left-handed, yeah. Alright. Pay off the non-believers. That's a non-believer win. So we PB'd. It wasn't the cleanest. I just gotta make sure I don't save this. There we go. Wasn't the cleanest, but we have successfully PB'd today. Good egg practice. And I am going to call it stream-wise. See ya, JJ. GG is right. What are you? Yeah, that works. What's the funeral? Funeral will be my supper. If you want, I can like post a picture in Discord. I don't know. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. I gotta stretch after those. Holding my hands like this for 4 hours? Yeah. It gets tiring. Your first one. See ya, Brika Sue. See ya, Rednax, Pepsi. Gager Robertson? I don't know, Lisa. Kelsey. Kelsey, good luck with finishing yours. Our hands are very similar. Yeah? Interesting. I'll see you guys Thursday. Thursday, I'm doing FNAF 6 all certificates. So the clown will be back Thursday. Just call you Robertson? Yeah. See ya, Synthen. Prin. Wandax, Ethan, TVA. Yeah, I'll be clowning Thursday. And then Saturday is like a 15-hour security breach stream, so it'll be a good week. I'll have a video done Saturday morning. Toodaloo, dudes. Good stream. I gotta clean up a little bit.